your performance against Cal is best in your career. What has it been like handling the extra workload now that it's done for the year?
It's been awesome. It's been a blessing. It's been a pleasure to be able to get to do this, with my teammates and be at that spot where I'm at. And I've worked really hard to be there, be here, and it's been great to see it unfold.
Is there anything you did during that bye week that helped you prepare for that extra workload and the hits that you'll take and everything like that a little bit more than you normally would?
No, I didn't do anything different. I just stick to my same process. How I do anything is how I do everything. That's our motto. But getting used to those carries, it was just working more and more in practice. Trying to get those done and stuff like that. And so it all came from practice and translated onto the field for sure.
How are you seeing the younger running backs perform now that they're going to get more of an opportunity?
I see them. They're gonna take the opportunity and run with it. I really believe that. Those are really bright young men, and they're really great players. And they always find a way. And all of them, every single one of them. Trey, Byron, Seven, Cross, Aaron. All those young men, they work really hard, and I'm proud of all of them.
You had really high praise earlier this year for Trey Benson, and Mario said that this week he'll be good to go. Considering that he and Byron will probably split those most of the second reps, what are you excited to see from both of those guys going forward?
Man, I'm excited to see Trey just go, both of them. Trey and Byron, just go. Just show the world what you can do, because I already know what they can do. But it's time for them to show the world, and time for them just to go.
What is it that they can do? You said that you've seen what they can do, and for Oregon fans and people watching from across the country, what is it they can do?
Oh, they can do just about anything. They can catch the ball, run the ball really fast, hit the hole really hard, thump somebody if they have to, juke somebody out if they have to. Both of them are really all-around, very good skilled backs.
What do you see from Seven as well? He's getting a little bit less of the rest, mostly in passing downs, but what do you see exactly from him?
Yeah, Seven, he has unbelievable hands, and just his speed is crazy. He's so elusive, he's so shifty. He's such a great football player, and he's going to be a really great pivotal role in the future for the Ducks. But he's Seven is he's just so elusive.
What did your brother tell you about your last game? I'm assuming you talked to him.
He told me good job, all that. He said, it's not, don't be satisfied, because it wasn't to our standard. The how we wanted to win wasn't to our standard, and there's mistakes out there that we all can fix. And he was just talking to me almost like a coach. He just said, good game, good job, and stuff like that.
Do you talk to him every week about how you play, or?
I wouldn't say every week about how I play. I would say I do talk to him every week for sure. If it's about football, it's about football, whatever it's about. We have very lengthy conversations about Oregon football for sure.
And obviously you loved playing with him when he was here.
Yes, it was awesome. It was the best experience I've ever had. Just playing with your older brother on Division I level. Not everybody can say that, and I get to, and it's really awesome.
Now, when you see that hole, when you take that handoff, what goes through your mind?
Absolutely nothing. It's completely blank. I'm just there. I'm just playing football. I'm not thinking about the hole. I'm not thinking about, what am I going to do in the hole. I just do it. It just happens naturally.
So it's just, okay, I know the play, follow it through,
right.
Go with the flow.
Yeah, I've prepared enough to, I've prepared myself enough to know all the plays, so when I get the signal, it's second nature. And so nothing's in my mind. I have a very clear mind when I have the ball in my hands.
And what does it feel like when you cross that end zone and you get that touchdown?
Man, there's no other feeling like it, especially in Autzen Stadium. It's so just gratifying. It's everything in one. It's all emotions just all hitting you at once, and it's what what it means to be human, I believe, and like just hitting that end zone and just feeling that energy. It's crazy.
Do you have a favorite touchdown, or do you like them all?
Favorite touchdown will probably be my first one, definitely. That's definitely my favorite against Portland State.
Here we go.
Had to have been.
Okay, and the keys to a successful year down the stretch here?
Just being disciplined. Just being disciplined and sticking to our, one play at a time mentality, one day at a time mentality.
Trev, sorry for coming up late for it, but just after your most touches in your career, just how do you feel physically after not just a lot of touches, but obviously a lot of hits, man? I mean, you were doling out even in chip blocks and stuff. Just how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel really healthy. I feel strong. I feel fast. Practice, I felt good both days. I'm going in with the trainers after every practice and getting my body right and stuff like that. I feel really good.
Statistically, it was your best game. Knowing your own career in film and how you guys grade out and all that, what do you feel that was your best game?
I just felt like it was just another game. To me, I treat every game the same, and I try to play as hard as I can, as best as I can, every single play, every single game. Yeah, it definitely was one to remember for sure.
What was AB saying to you there in the fourth quarter on the sideline before you guys even went out for the tying drive, the go-ahead drive?
Oh, AB, he's such a great leader for this offense. He knows how to really rally the guys up, and he was just talking about how we're gonna punch it in the end zone. This is our drive, this is it right here, and just for somebody to to have that much pressure on him, and to have that kind of pressure on him, and for him to just be so calm, cool, and collective, and lead our offense, it's wonderful to see.
That intangible of leadership and knowing this is my guy, this is who I'm going to war with. Do you feel like that's, I guess, an overlooked thing when people outside talk about quarterbacks and just players in college football in general, that leadership quality is something that people don't look at enough as to that's why a guy like Anthony is in the position that he is in and why you guys trust him like that?
Right, yeah. I believe a little bit is that, playing quarterback, it's the hardest position. It's not easy at all. And, I definitely believe, people definitely overlook, what he truly is as a person, how he is as a football player. People definitely overlook that. But they hate you now, they're going to love you later. I always tell Anthony that, he's going to be all right. He's a great quarterback, and I'm definitely behind him all the way.
Travis, do you have an NFL player or any running back that you emulate? How about the Chargers' Eckler? Seems to be very similar to him.
I love Austin Eckler. He's a great back. For me, my favorite back growing up was LaDainian Tomlinson. But Austin Eckler, he's such a great back, and I look up to guys like that, who are my kind of stature, who just run super hard, and get stuff done.
When you look at Joe Moorhead's offense, it seemed like when he first came on, a lot of the discussion was around somebody like you, a guy that's a multi-purpose back who can be that underneath guy in the pass game, can go deep, can run the ball. I mean, are you starting to see, as a running back, what that offense kind of is and looks like, and does it feel like it's what you maybe thought it would be when he first came on?
Yeah, Coach Moorhead is a guru, and he really knows how to call plays around his players and really knows how to, create plays around his players. And I'm very blessed to have him, and he's such a great coach. And yeah.
Was it different having him back this week?
Yes, the energy, having Coach Moorhead's energy there is always a plus, always. And I love it. It was great to have him back this week for sure.
When you mentioned they hate you now, they'll love you later.
Yeah.
When you guys are hearing the crowd throughout the game, just what was going through your own mind about how that was going down?
I didn't like it, but it is what it is, and we're gonna have to go to the next play. I didn't try to focus on it too much, but just like I said, they hate him now, but they'll definitely love him later when he's holding up a trophy and he has a certain amount of yards and a certain amount of TDs. They'll love him then.
So this week with UCLA, their run defense obviously statistically really strong.
Yeah.
What do you see from them in terms of the challenge they present to clogging some of your running lanes and just really stout tacklers?
Yeah, they're a very hard-nosed football team, very physical. The linebackers are very good. It's going to be an interesting game, and it's going to be one in the trenches for sure. But I love the challenge. I'm definitely accept it, and I can't wait to get out there.
Last season you did really well against USC. History of the Ducks, basically, when they go to LA area, they do quite well. Do you think being from that area, so many players from there, gives you a little extra edge?
Yeah, I would say so. Going back home and everybody, your whole family's there and whatnot, and most of the guys' families are there, and so you just want to show out for your city or your family and all of that, and so I do believe that it puts us a little bit more on edge when we go back to LA.
Being a little something.
Last one for Travis.
Oh, everybody's assuming that Herb's going to be there because they're off this week. Troy is too.
Yeah.
You know if Troy and Kenzie and everybody making the trip?
Yeah, Troy's going to be there. Kenzie's going to be there, I think. I know definitely my nephew's going to be there, and I cannot wait to see him. But yeah, they're all going to be there.
One more, if I may. What have you liked most being in the Eugene area so far?
Oh, what do I like most? I like a lot of things. I love the people. I love the area. Just the vibe to Eugene. That's what I like most for sure. Just the vibe to it. Just trees everywhere and beautiful people. I just love it here.
Different scenery than from California, I know.
Yeah, most definitely. California is super hot and just like 2 or 3 cheap trees on the block, but this Eugene is completely different. It almost feels like it has life to it, you know what I mean? And so I love that.